be a watershed moment in our history, as it seeks to play an important role by finding pragmatic global solution, and in doing so manifests the true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Sir, I welcome you both again, and the topic for today's session is educational challenges during adolescence. Sir, my question to you is, what are the academic challenges usually adolescents go through?
Yes, before going to academic challenges, I would like to give you a quick overview of adolescent and their general challenges and the changes. Adolescent is one of the important stage, also population for every country. So when we see the data, our India is the largest. India is the country. It has a large 21% of the total population of our country. That is 253 million between 10 to 19. That means like every fifth person is an adolescent. These people, adolescents are very vibrant, dynamic, and energetic, and all most valuable population. But they are also vulnerable population for many things. So for every country, for every country, the government makes an effort and ensures the holistic development of adolescents in the area of education, health, reproductive health, skill development, and social empowerment, in order to make them a productive and self-reliant citizen in the future, so that they are going to for our country. Before going to specific to the academic challenges, I will give you a glimpse of what are the general changes and general challenges. General changes every adolescent go through is like physical changes. First one, cognitive development, emotional and social changes, psychological changes, social relationship, identity formation, risk-taking behavior. These are the general changes. Along with that, we have to keep in mind that every adolescent coming from two stages. One is childhood and early childhood and childhood. So the adolescent is a bridge between the childhood and adulthood. So some of the challenges because of these changes is going to be like a first one is academic challenges. That is what today I am going to look into detail. Then second one is going to be emotional challenges, the social challenges, identity challenges, risk-taking behaviors, and future orientation. But however, all these challenges and the changes definitely, directly or indirectly, definitely contribute some directly or indirectly some way to the academic challenges. So let us see the academic challenges specifically. The first one is going to be child is trans are happening in their body, and also they are exposing to new things. When they enter the high school, they are exposed to the increased academic expectation. What does that mean? They are going to be increased subject in terms of quality, quantity, and also the teaching practices or the teaching way in teaching in the high school. They are going to get different kinds of assignment, different methods. At this time, the child has to have, they have to change their way of working with these kind of they take care of increase the quantity and the quality of the assignment or the academic subject. That is the very important. The expectation from the school is different, and also expectation at home is different, because they have to develop their own study skill in order to overcome or in order to handle the academic expectation at high school level. That is the very important thing. That is the challenge every adolescent is going to face. The next one is organizational skill. In adolescent, what happens? Their emotional, physical change, their social area is going to expand. So they have to organize, and they are interested in many things. They are interested towards everything. Think about when I was studying in high school, our distractions in the environment was different. Like we are going to high school, we are class, school. When we come back, we are going to watch TV. That is the only thing. Other than that, we did not have any other things. But we are playing with the students, playing with our friends in neighborhood. But these children have so many distractions and so many interest towards so many things. So the children are doing many things. They want to do. They want to participate in sports. They want to recreational activity. They want parents are encouraging to participate in some of the attitudinal activity. So at this time, these children have difficulty in organizing time, but they need to learn these organizational skills. Otherwise, they are very difficult to manage all these activities, and they cannot able to give enough attention towards their academic learning. The next one is time management. When they are not organizing their day in order to handle the school activity, then if they are failing the managing the time, but they need to make sure how much time I have to allot or how much time I have to create for my academics, and all those assignments, all those projects and everything, how much time I have to separate for my recreation and watching TV and all other activities. Then lack of motivation. Some of the children they don't have, and what is their goal, and they are not interested in the subject they are choosing. Some of the children, they don't have they don't have a what they are going to be after high school. At that time, children are not very motivated. When they don't have motivation, or the subject difficulty itself is also making children to demotivate. So what, lack of motivation, definitely they are not going to show the mastery in many skills in the academic area, and they are not interested, and that can be reflecting in their assessment area. The next one is going to be peer pressure and social distraction. This is the one of the important area where adolescent, their focus in, they are going to be interaction with family is going to be less, but they are going to interaction, their relationship is going to be increasing in the social area. They are going to start interacting with the other children in the peer group. They have their own group. They have their, they have their own, they want to search for the identity. So they are going to create their own interest. They are going to look for those things, and they are going to join the group. And sometimes they are going to join the wrong group because of the attractions. So they want to fit in. The social expectation, the social distraction is going to be, there are many social distraction in a way that sometimes these adolescents are going to be joining the wrong group because of the so many other attractions. And also they are going to develop attraction towards other sex, other sex, gender, and they want to identify with their own gender identity, ethnicity, and also their own interest group, sports group, or cultural group. All those things they want to explore at this time. So this area is also, peer pressure is going to be they want to fit in, but they're culturally, they are their beliefs are going to be against the group, but there is a conflict between the peer pressure and their own self belief. That is also at this age. Next one is test performance and anxiety. This is the one of the area. Adolescents will when they fail to create time or managing the time and organizing their activity, and they procrastinate very easily. They procrastinate to the last minute, and when the test is nearing, or when test is going to be very near, at that time they are going to be anxious about the test, and also they are going to start worrying about that, and pressure, frustration, and also sometimes children are going to face facing some of the anxiety and also depression problem. And also another one is performance anxiety, because the expectation of the children at this age is more from the parents, because this is the one of the age where they are going to be a bridge between for their college life. So the performance is going to be, they want to achieve the expected more percentage, or the level of percentage in the achievement in the each subject area. The expectation from the parents and the peer, and comparing with the other friends and comparing with the group, is going to be more. At that time they are going to be anxiety about their own performance in different subject, is there in different subject. That is, they are going to face, this is the big challenge for an adolescent. The another thing is about transition to higher education. That means in India we have a lot of examination. You can see about NEET, CET, and the JEE, and some of the children wants to go abroad. They have to take so many standardized tests. So their aspiration for different areas are going to be different from child to child. But according to their aspiration, the transition to higher education, they have to prepare for themselves for the academic area and also for the competitive examination. That is going to be, they are going to take in lot of stress and anxiety, that create a lot of anxiety and stress at that, for them in adolescent. So they are going to take extra tuition. They are compromising other activity. That is going to be one of the biggest challenge. And another one, next one is going to be peer comparison and self-esteem. This is the one of the area where they can compare with the peer, not only with the academics, with their, how they look, their and other things, like they are wearing dresses, all those things. The comparison with the peer is going to be more at this age because of many things. They want to look, they want to compare in many areas. But in academic area, they are going to compare their academic achievement with the peer group. If somebody is achieving, higher level, they are going to frustrate, and they are thinking about, like they may lose the group, or they may neglect it from the group. At the same time, they are going to create a self-esteem. They are going to lose the belief on themselves. They are going to look themselves as like developing inferiority complex and negative self-concept. These challenges are going to be when they're comparing to the peer group, and they are going to develop a negative self-concept. And the last one is going to be a group of children. They have difficulty in learning in different areas, might be in a specific area, or like in all the areas. These children at adolescent, they face a lot of problem with academics, definitely in academic achievement. They need they they need lot of accommodation and modification. They go through lot of emotional issues also, because they are comparing with other group, and along with them that they having the learning difficulty, might be it is innate to the person, or it might be created from the environment or some other factors. So these are the main things, main academic challenges. The additional to that challenges is distraction from technology. This is the one thing, we cannot live without technology. But the challenge is how intelligently we can use the technology. That is the challenge for these children. So they have technology. They have to live with the technology, but they can manage, or they can they have to compromise themselves, or they have to organize themselves. How can we use these technologies? And next one is procrastination. This is the one of the biggest character, because they are overconfident. Okay, I will do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. But the gap is going to be, the quantity is going to be increasing for the academic quantity, and they are procrastinating. Procrastinating is one of the characteristic of the adolescent also. When the procrastination happens in a child, their anxiety and stress is going to increase about the academic achievement, because they cannot complete the project, they cannot complete the assignment within the time bound, and they are going to face the consequences in the school. Next one is, again, we already talked about peer relationship and social dynamics. Social dynamics here, their relationship with family is going to change at this age. They are more leaning towards the peer group and the society relationship rather than family. So in the family, parents always, they have always stress relationship, sometimes stress relationship, argument with the parents about many things. But at the same time, they are also seeking the autonomy. They want to become independent. They want to take a decision independently. All those things also create a problem with the relationship in family, especially in the family. The next one is bullying and social pressure. In the high school, bullying is going to be, many times it is common, but how each individual take that one is very important. Social pressure is going to be sometimes they are going to get into, they want to fit in, they want to get into a negative influence, like they started using alcohol or smoking, all those things, because of the social pressure. The next one is subject specific difficulty. Many children have their own favorite subject, and some of the children, they don't, some of the subjects are very difficult. Example, many people have math anxiety, so they have a difficulty in processing or handling the mathematics. That is also a challenge for many children, how they are going to handle the some of the subject which they don't like, or they are not motivated towards the learning, especially with that subject. Lack of study skills, as I was talking, when they move from middle school to high school, they have to change their skill of approach towards learning. they have to start developing like some of the techniques in memory techniques and also learning techniques and organizational skills, organizing time, organizing workload, all those things they need to learn. That is going to be one of the challenge for adolescents at this age. So transition between school, this is one of the important thing. Sometimes children move from one place to another or move from one school to another, because usually they had a comfortable group when they were studying in middle school, but when they move to high school, that's going to be a new school. They are going to face some of the challenges in which group they are going to fit in. If the environment where they are going to join the school, the environment is really new, nobody is going to be there, like everybody is new, that is going to be a biggest challenge for an adolescent. How they are going to develop the social relationship or they are going to communicate with the other children is going to be one of the challenging situation for them. Next one is time conflict and extracurricular activities. This is the one of the important thing, especially science student will face. They are they don't have any time. Parents were complaining my child did not have any, not even a half an hour for any other extracurricular activity, because he's from morning 5 o'clock like night 11 o'clock. So it is going to be one of the biggest challenge for an adolescent, because the especially as we are academic load and also academic activities, learning quantity of the learning material, all these things are going to be heavy. So they have a conflict in what time they are going to manage, how to take the time for themselves in order to involve in some of the extracurricular activity. The next one is going to be lack of parental involvement or support. Many parents are going to be they are going to push their children of their interested subject. They're not looking at the student subject. And also support is going to be sometimes both the parents are working, they don't have any time, or they don't have any time to spend some of the time, like quality time. And also some support, parental support. Some of the adolescent have some family issues or broken family or joint family, but they don't have any moral support or support, positive reinforcement from the parent. All these challenges definitely influence their academic and also emotional, mental health. Especially we talk about mental health, and we do have some of the what are the remedy for these things. So
Definitely,
I'm
sir.
going
You
to
listed out many of the challenges that nowadays adolescents and their parents are facing, like lack of academic expectations from the parents, future orientation, risk-taking behavior, and lack of parents' involvements and their support. Bharti ma'am, my question to you is that sir has listed out many of the challenges that adolescents are facing, but what are the possible interventions for these issues?
Yes, we have so far come to know what are the changes and challenges normally adolescents go through, especially in the area of education. So, what is supposed to be done? Addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach. It involves educators, parents, and students themselves. So, intervention is a very plays a very crucial role for all these academic challenges. To support adolescents, what could be done? For example, an individualized support can be given to the students who are facing academic challenges. This can include one-to-one tutoring, personalized study plans, or individually tailored instructions to address the specific learning difficulties or gaps in knowledge. And when it comes to study skills, a training can be arranged for them, teach adolescents effective study skills such as note taking techniques, time management strategies, organizational skills, offer guidance on how to break down tasks, make short term goals so that they don't feel pressurized, set goals first of all, and create study schedules to improve their overall academic performance. And then peer tutoring is a very effective method, or study groups encourage students to collaborate with their peers, ask them to allow them to explain concepts to one another. That is how they learn. That will definitely reinforce learning, and it provides mutual support also. and it enhances communication and teamwork skills at the early stage. And then when it comes to remedial programs, implement remedial programs that target specific academic areas where students are struggling, where they are finding difficulty. These programs actually provide additional instruction, practice, and support to help students catch up with their peers and improve their understanding of challenging subjects. Through this, actually, we are boosting their self-esteem also. And then when it comes to special education services, students with learning difficulties or special needs, they can be benefited from individualized education plans. We call it as IEPS or accommodations. These services can include modified assignments, maybe much simpler than the regular one. Extra time for exams can be given to them. And then our assistive technology, a scribe can be given to them so that they can orally answer the question and somebody else will be writing the answers. So it will help them access to curriculum effectively. And then when it comes to social and emotional support, recognize the impact of emotional well-being and academic performance. It is a proven fact. Emotional health, emotional regulation, emotional balance, all these things will definitely affect their educational performances. Provide counseling services if it is required, or establish a supportive environment where students can express their emotions, their concerns, so they will learn how to manage stress and build resilience. Addressing social and emotional challenges can definitely enhance their ability to focus and engage in their subjects. And the parental environment, which is very important, crucial during adolescence, involve parents in the academic journey of their adolescents, provide regular communication regarding their child's performance, everything, offer tips to them to support their academic development at home, and encourage parents to actively participate in school activities and meetings. And then when we come to mentoring programs, we can implement mentoring programs where older students or adults, they serve as mentors to adolescents. Mentors can provide guidance, motivation, and support, offering a positive role model basically to help adolescents so that this navigation through academic challenges will become successful. And then when we come to positive reinforcement and recognition, always acknowledge, because once they go through these academic challenges, naturally their self confidence and self esteem would have come down. This positive reinforcement and the reward will definitely influence their performance also. Always appreciate their academic achievements, progress, however small it is, and effort basically. This can be done through verbal prize, certificates, or other forms of recognition, fostering a positive academic environment and motivating students to strive for success. And then uh, professional development for educators. This is mainly meant for teachers. Basically, teachers need to understand what are the challenges their students, their adolescents in the school are going through. So, provide ongoing professional development for educators to enhance their knowledge of effective teaching strategies, differentiation techniques, and methods to address diverse learning needs. Well trained educators can better support students facing academic challenges. And then we will have to remember one thing: these intervention strategies must have a holistic approach. It collaborates, as I told you in the beginning, among teachers, parents, and administrators and support staff. These are all very crucial for addressing academic challenges during adolescence. Basically, as a practicing counselor, when I happen to go to high schools and pre-university colleges, I mainly talk about the mental health of adolescents so that when a good care is given in this area, definitely their academic performances will be enhanced like anything. Basically, teachers must be trained to identify those problems. Teachers will be able to understand there is something not okay with the students. What is that not okay? That has to be diagnosed first, that has to be noted down, and then if possible they can handle it with all these strategies. If not, they can always refer them to educational counselors, adolescent counselors, so that, as we told earlier, beginning of the program, it is a golden stage of development. Whatever has to happen, it has to happen during adolescence. So we just cannot neglect and ignore, okay, as they grow, as they get into college, everything will be fine. No, we cannot take it for granted, because many a times we owe it to the age. We say that this is the age, that is why they are distracted. This is the age, and that is why they behave like this. This is the age, everything is happening together. But the thing is, maximum care has to be given. These things will have to be taken into consideration by the teachers and the parents, and then it is combining these interventions, all these interventions, definitely we can create a supportive and nurturing environment that promotes naturally the academic success. And not only that, we are even worried, we are concerned about their well-being. We can call it as their psychological health for adolescents. This is also very important.
Definitely, like ma'am said, that adolescence is the golden age of development. So very importantly, adolescence means the golden age of development, where regular communication with the child is very necessary, because it will help you know the problem or fear of your child, because he has to overcome many difficulties in his life. So this is the stage where parents need regular communications, teachers need regular communication. One-to-one tutorial is also a problem solving technique. Even mentoring programs like guidance from the seniors, from elders, or anyone can help a student enhance his abilities in other activities. Reward students providing academic achievements, progress and efforts is a sense of motivation can be given to students. Yes, and also regular efforts are needed in the progress and achievement of child. So these all are the interventions that are being discussed here, where we can overcome this educational challenges in the adolescence age, because as said, this is a very critical stage. We cannot say that in this stage this happens or not happens, as ma'am said, but everyone needs to look into the age and help adolescent child to overcome all the fears and be responsible or motivated in his or her own career and choose a better future prospect for his or her. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes, madam, exactly. We all know that it is a very significant developmental stage. It is crucial, critical, and then significant in all areas of adolescence, like physical, emotional, and cognitive development. Everything has to happen during adolescence. So it is always better to focus more on their challenges, create a supportive environment so that they can easily get over these problems.
Exactly, we need to support each and every child for his adolescence age, or maybe after that, because a child need a support throughout his life so that he or she can choose a better future and is future oriented. Thank you so much for today's discussion, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam.
This was a very fruitful discussion with you all, and we have covered and we have discussed major issues which parents or teacher would like to discuss with their children, definitely on this stage. Thank you so much. But before going back, I just announce you that NCERT textbooks are available throughout the country on all NCERT sales counter in Delhi, Ahmedabad, Guwahati, Kolkata and Bengaluru. These books can be purchased for the session 2023-24 from including all weekdays and Saturdays, Sundays and also gazetted holidays from 9:30 am to 6 pm. These books ordered can be placed online on NCERT website, that is ncertbooks.ncert.gov.in. These books can be purchased online and can be delivered at your doorstep with no delivery cost. Students, teachers and parents can also download the NCERT PDF soft copy from NCERT website, ePathshala and Diksha on website and also app. For more information on authorized dealer, please visit the NCERT website. Thank you so much for today.